Alright, and welcome back to the GSAC tournament. Spawning in the upper right hand corner, the pink Terran player, Bemusicality.
And spawning in the upper left-hand corner, we have the blue Terran player, Nivlac.
Alright, well, I'm back with DDR Champ. How are you doing? It's good to have you back.
Oh, thank you. I'm doing quite well. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well, pretty well. Can't complain too much. So, DVT on Frost. What are your thoughts on it?
I imagine, Frost is a little bit of a bigger map. I imagine we won't see anything too fancy on this map. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, this is a very good map for just a solid macro game, of course, just because of the size.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'd imagine we'd see a macro game, especially because it's the first game. Players probably kind of want to do something they feel comfortable with and maybe see if they can win the macro game before they start resorting to cheese.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I already seen Nivlac with the gas opening, so he could go into like a Reaper here. I think I always like Reaper, like especially in pro games. It's always like obviously it's a lot harder at this level, but it would be pretty cool if he went for that. I think.
Well, I know Bemusicality really likes the Reaper opening in TVT. Just one Reaper for a good scout, because a lot of times your SCV doesn't really get in there.
Yep.
So the Reaper's just, especially on a map this big, it's just a good scout opening. I don't know if he particularly goes for a lot of aggression with it. He'll get a worker or something if he can, but I know he likes one for the scout generally. He doesn't always do it, so I'm not sure if he will here. It looks like he's waiting on gas for it.
Yeah. And there it is, Reaper for him, and he is going to scout the correct direction. Nivlac could go right into a factory here, and that's what he decides to do. So it could be some sort of, Banshee or Siege Tank play out of him.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to Marines, which is not a bad idea.
Yep.
So he's going to skip the Reaper. That means he's going to have to use a scan if he wants any good scouting information in the very near future. But if he's going Banshee, I mean, he can get some scouting at that point.
Yeah. Bemusicality, you should see this coming, and with the second gas coming down, I think it's definitely going to be Banshee. It's at the right time.
It's interesting that he's also probe scouting, just to be a little safer, make sure no matter where Nivlac spawns, he hits it.
Do you know how to do the follow unit camera? I don't know how to do that.
Nah.
I think this Reaper will get shut down pretty quick. Already 2 Marines out, but
he definitely sees some good scouting information.
Yep, Tech Lab right into the starport.
Yeah, that's definitely pretty clear scouting right there.
Yep. And it's gonna get out of there just fine. So, nice play on his part. Looks like Bemusicality is expanding, so he's gonna have to either stop muling or put down an engineering bay if he's gonna want to prevent the Banshee from coming up. But actually, Blue Flame coming out, so this could be Blue Flame Hellion drop or something.
Blue Flame, that's pretty interesting. I haven't seen a whole lot of Blue Flame. I've seen it occasionally versus Zergs, but I haven't seen Blue Flame in TVT. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, is he actually going mech? He might be going mech.
That's a bold choice. I don't know if he's practiced it. I would hope he has, but I guess we'll see. It's not a very standard mech opening.
Especially now with the supply block.
Yeah, he probably could use another worker on that gas too. I think that's a bit of a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about one-base mech play. I mean, maybe he can make something happen real early, but generally when you're mech, you definitely want to get that expansion down.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen. Have you seen they'll do like get one medevac and then do the like Hellion elevator. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could try to do that, but he's gonna have to produce those pretty quick because the Blue Flame's already done.
Yeah, it's a little slow for that. And he scans. He sees a Hellion come out, even not a siege tank. So
yeah.
I'm not sure what he's thinking right now.
Nivlac is moving out, so we'll see if he can do anything.
It looks like Bemusicality has. So you have a few Marines.
Siege tank on the way.
Siege tank on the way. I mean, that siege tank's gonna shut down pretty much any
Yep.
aggression that's gonna come from here. Little hit squad. I don't think they're gonna accomplish much. Yeah, his Hellions just get shut down. That's a big loss
Yep.
for this early in the game. That was about all he had.
Yeah, now with that siege tank done, there's no way Nivlac's gonna break this.
Right, and this is still one base play from Nivlac.
Yeah,
Whereas Bemusicality is expanded, and that's one of the things Bemusicality consistently does very well. Is he takes those expansions. You know, anyone can take the first expand, but a lot of games I've seen him get a third relatively early, and I don't think from this start I don't think Nivlac's going to be able to beat him in a macro game.
Interesting. Yeah, so we'll see what he does. If he's putting down Engineering Bay now, so he could go right into Armory afterwards, but if he gets an upgrade, he's definitely going to stick with a bio with kind of mech support instead of just full on mech. But yeah, I definitely agree. If you're going mech, you need two to 3 bases at least.
And by mech core is not a bad idea. Regardless, I would really like to see some tanks. And there we go. There's one queued up at least. He is pretty supply blocked here.
Yep. He did get stim pack though, so I think it's not going to be mech, just some sort of bio mech support kind of play, which is just fine.
That's fine, but regardless of mech or bio mech, I would really like to see some siege tanks coming out here.
Yep. Bemusicality, I think he's floating a little bit too many minerals. He's got to either expand or put down some more production here soon, I think. Good depot placements. So yeah, we'll see what what he's up to.
I don't think he had the economy maybe built for his production facilities. That starport hasn't been made, and that factory's not making anything, and it's because he doesn't have the economy for it. I think, yeah, I would have liked to see him expand a little bit earlier. I think that put him a little bit behind.
Yep. Armory already down for Nivlac. He has not started 1-1, so he could be looking to get straight into either Hellbats or the vehicle upgrades. See what he decides to do here. I like the addition of the sensor tower by Bemusicality. I think that's pretty cool, especially in TVT. You don't want those traps to hit.
Yeah, I love sensor tower in TVT. It's just a good way to prevent drops, basically, as well as give you a few seconds heads up from tell you from which direction their army's coming. But mainly just that drop protection is incredibly valuable. Give you a few seconds to get there and shut it down before it really starts.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. A second armory coming down here for Nivlac, and he's going into Thor production. I think this is a little bit weird considering that he's still producing things out of the barracks and got stim and stuff. It's almost like he's doing this weird hybrid that I've never seen.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works out for him.
It's an interesting build. It feels a little wonky though.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel very polished. I think you might kind of be winging it here.
Yeah, especially because like Thors are really good anti-air and he's not really going up against air, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You definitely want to play siege tanks are really good, especially against bio. Not so much Thors though.
And there we go. Bemusicality's already taken a third, so his economy is just going to continue to grow.
Yeah, kind of weird third placement though towards his opponent. Normally,
yeah, I'm not sure about that, especially because Nivlac's the one who's kind of been on the aggressive this game.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really like that expansion towards him, but I don't think it'll be a game. I don't think it'll make or break the game, but certainly not making things easier on himself as far as defending.
Yeah, and he's definitely got to move his guys down there if he wants to defend. Right now it's wide open. I would also like to see, especially when the spawns are not cross spawns, it's normally like this Frost is a really good map for hidden expansions. So
right.
See that. Nivlac now coming down with the fusion core with the Yamato cannon, so he's gonna do some pretty cool battle cruiser here. Hopefully, I already have one on the way. Bemusicality's
macro game is just fantastic this game. He's 3 base economy. He's just pumping out units.
Yeah, already getting the second weapon upgrade.
Right.
His let me see, workers supply. Oh my God, 79 to 39.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
79 workers. He's really been on top of that all game.
Yeah,
That's,
and
you know,
he's
as a new player myself, that's something that it's incredibly important, but it's hard to stay on top of like he has.
yep, and he's also doubling Nivlac's income at the moment.
Right.
But Nivlac is taking a third base, so that might even out a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I I don't know. I don't know how much he can do at this point. It's going to be pretty difficult to come back from this one. He's going to need Bemusicality to make a pretty big mistake. But
Yeah,
that can certainly happen.
he's gonna he's either got to land like the perfect Yamato cannons or get Bemusicality just run into siege tanks, and he doesn't have enough siege tanks to do that right now.
Right, exactly. This macro has just been incredible.
Yeah, this army is like ridiculous.
He's maxing out with a very nice army around 16 minutes. I mean, for this level of play, that is incredibly solid.
And he's put
And
down.
he's moving out right when he's maxing out. This is just
Yep.
beautiful play.
Yep, another 2-star ports behind this to produce Vikings to combat the battle cruisers. So, yeah.
Right, I would
Niflax-
like to see. I would like to see some medevacs. I'll have to say
Yeah,
that.
that's true. That's true. I didn't
But
think about that.
the economy was great. The macro was great, and the production was very, very solid. But I would like to see some medevacs. Although I don't think it's going to be a problem when you have 200 supply.
Yep.
That Reaper there leading the charge.
Just looking around.
You'd always send that in if he thinks about it and, figure out where the tanks are.
Yep. Army supply is currently 30 plus in Bemusicality's favor. And take
Taking
out the
out
rocks.
these
then.
rocks.
This is a pretty dangerous position if Nivlac doesn't react.
He doesn't. The problem is Bemusicality. The only problem. He has a much bigger army, but he doesn't really have anything for high ground vision.
Yep.
So it looks like he's getting up the ramp, so that's not a problem. If he just sieges up here, he's gonna melt this army.
And here it comes. Yeah.
I wish he would have sieged those tanks, but still, he has just the bio numbers. I mean,
I don't know if
you don't have any numbers though when you fight.
Yep. I don't
Guys
know
were
if that
just thinking
battlecruiser
that
did
tank.
Yamato cannon, but too late now. GG
Oh.
is called, and Bemusicality is most likely going to take this game. Yep, so Bemusicality is cleaning up now, taking down the last of the siege tanks. A Thor did pop, which might hold this, but it's probably going to need to be repaired. Nope, Bemusicality's backing off. But I mean, he's just got units streaming in now, and producing 2 Vikings, 3 siege tanks, 7 Marines at one time. He's on equal upgrades, so this game's basically over.
Right.
Let's see. Worker count is 90 to 52, so Nivlac has an okay amount of workers, but definitely doesn't have Bemusicality's economy.
Mhm.
And he's also got a 4th base. Both these players floating way too many resources, and we see a lot of production coming down right now.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, for Bemusicality, I don't think it's really a big deal if he's floating a bit of minerals. Although you never want to get too confident.
Yeah,
One of the biggest mistakes you can make is you just forget to make units during fights, or you don't keep your production up because you think you won, and then you could fall behind.
yeah. I mean, Nivlac has some Thors, but they're not the Odin from the campaign, so they're not very good
Not
against
gonna cut
infantry.
it,
Yep, moving in again.
Starboards go down instantly. And I think Nivlac will be able to clean this force up possibly, but
2
it's gonna
siege
do a
tanks are
little more
siege, the
damage.
3rd one coming in. He's still gonna lose a lot, especially
Yeah.
if Bemusicality goes towards the. He's really got to focus on this base here, the 3rd base, because it's the most important one at
that-
this point.
Battle cruiser's gonna go down. It's not focusing the Viking or anything. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and the reinforcements just keep streaming in.
Yeah. especially
It's a
on.
hard fought game by Nivlac though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I
He
just
made
think,
him work for it. I
yeah,
just think the start wasn't in his favor, and Bemusicality's macro was just really phenomenal this game.
yep. So there's the final GG, and we will meet you guys in the second game. Hope you liked this one, and I'll see you over there.